Alright, welcome back. In this video we are going to be answering set B. As you can see, this is set B question 1, which deals with Microsoft Excel. The instructions read as follows. There are two questions in this paper. Answer both. In this video we are going to be answering the first question in this paper, which is Excel. The second one will deal with Microsoft Word. Carry out every instruction in each step. So we need to answer step by step. There is no skipping. If we have a question on A, it should be answered before the question on B, because every question builds upon the previous one. Instruction 3 says that make sure that your name, examination number, and school center name are typed at the top of every printout. You will get to see where this applies when we deal with entering our details either in the header or the footer. 4 says that at the end of the examination, print out your work. So at the end of your examination, you need to print out your work. As you will see in the question paper, the last instruction is always about printing your work. The final one is do not write anything on your printouts. No writing anything on your paper. You shouldn't write good luck or your name or whatever you feel like doing. No, you might end up losing marks. And cell phones are never allowed. I'm sorry. I know that cell phones are not, but I mean, this statement will never change. So that's why I said that cell phones are never allowed in the examination room. So having said all that, let us go and answer the questions below. Question 1 says you are required to use Microsoft Excel spreadsheet for this question. So that's the program that we are going to be using for the questions below. The first step is open a new worksheet, and after creating the new worksheet, we need to create the worksheet below. So in the new worksheet that we are going to open in the first question, we need to create this worksheet here. And after doing all this stuff, this is when we will be required to now start answer the questions below. So let us first of all start by opening a new worksheet. So let us open Microsoft Excel and hit the enter key to run the program. After running the program, we can click where it says blank workbook, and that will automatically create the worksheet that we need. You can just close this, and there you have it. This is our new worksheet. The first question said what? Create the worksheet below. So we need to type the data in here. But this video is not about showing you how to type in cells and all that stuff. So I'm going to skip to the part where we just start to answer these questions. I'm going to type these, and I'm just going to show you the finished product, and from there we can now start to answer question I. So let us do that. Okay, I have managed to type whatever has been given in the question paper. As you can see in this worksheet, whatever is given here, I have reproduced it and created it here. Now we can carry on with the questions. I says complete the worksheet using the following data. So we need to type here in the grades column, we need to type 9A, 9B, 9C, 9D, 9E, and 9F. So let me just do this in order to make our work easy. Let me minimize this and minimize that as well. And let us just do it like so that we can simultaneously read our instructions and type our work. That way the flow of this lesson will be very fluid. Let me just do it like so, and just increase the width of our Excel program like so. And we can carry on like so. and we can do like so. Yes, now we can read our questions as we work with our worksheet. It says that complete the worksheet using the following data. So here in A2, let us type 9A. The A should be in capital letters, as you can see, so it's in capital letters. Then here in A3, here we need to type 9B, so 9B. If you want to go below, hit the enter keyboard button and just type 9C. And as you can see, we have completed the worksheet using the following data. We have added all this that has been given here. Hit your Control S keyboard button to save your work. Let us just save it on the desktop in case the power goes off. Let us just save it as Excel 2018, and we can just call it part 2, because this is part 2 of our exam, and just click save, and our work book has been saved. Let us go back to the second question. 3 says what? Or we are still on 2. 2 says that insert a row above row 1 and type the heading results analysis for grade 9 in cell B1. What you need to do here is first of all you click that row, row 1, because we need to insert a row above row 1. So we need to click row 1, then we right click and go where it says insert, and we have inserted a row above row 1. Okay, and we are required to type results analysis for grade 9 in cell B. So this is cell B here. We type results analysis for grade 9 in capital letters. So let us just type results analysis for grade 9. And as soon as you are completed with the typing, double check if your spellings are correct. And as I can see, my spellings are correct, and we can carry on with the following question. Merge and center the cell range A1 to AD. So this is A1, and if I can just do like so, let me just increase it like so that you can see properly. So this is A1 all the way to what? AD. We need to do what? To merge and center the cells and change the font size of the heading to 18 points. Okay, so in order for us to merge the cells, we can go here where it says merge and center, and just merge and center. Now our cells have been merged into just one cell, because this represents the heading or the title. The other requirement is to change the size to 18 points. So just click where it says font size and just change it to 18. And that way our font size has been changed to 18. Okay, so that's it. Hit Control S to save your work, and it shall be saved accordingly. Okay, we are done with that part of the question. Let us go back to the questions here, and we can read the following question. Question 4 says that type the formula in cell C3 to calculate the number of pupils who failed. So a formula in C3. So this is cell C3, as you can see here in the name box. We need to calculate or create a formula that will be able to display the number of pupils that failed. So in cell C3, as you can see here, we are referring to 9A. In grade 9A, how many pupils failed? So if we know the number of pupils who sat for the exam and the number of pupils who passed, we can be able to conclude or come up with a formula that will be able to tell us the number of pupils who failed. All we have to do is subtract the number of pupils who passed from the number of pupils who sat for the exam, and all that will be left is the number of pupils that failed. So let us enter the formula here. Double click here inside C3 and just type the equal to symbol to show the Excel that we want to enter a formula in cell C3. After adding the equal to sign, we are going to select what? The number of pupils that sat for the exam. As you can see, it is selected as D3. Then we add the subtraction symbol. What are we subtracting? The number of pupils that passed. Okay. All I'm trying to say here is that we are trying to subtract the number of pupils that passed from the number of pupils that sat for the exam, and that will give us the number of pupils that failed. Once you have typed and entered your formula, just press the enter key, and as you can see, 30 pupils in grade 9A failed the exam because 50 sat for the exam and only 20 managed to pass. So therefore 30 are the pupils that failed the exam. We have answered that part of the question. Let us go back to question, I think it's question 5. It says that reproduce the formula in cell C3 through to cell C8. So this formula we are from typing here, we need to reproduce it all the way to what? Cell C8. So that's the deal. So in order for us to achieve that, all we have to do is take our cursor at the bottom right until it changes into a plus. That way the autofill command or option will be enabled, and just hold your left mouse button and drag it, and Excel will add all the formulas for us. As you can see, when we click in this cell, Excel has already typed the formula D4 minus B4, which is this D4 minus B4, and it has done that for the rest of the cells, as you can see. So the formulas have been added, and you can confirm how true and correct your formula is by looking at grade 9E. As you can see, 60 pupils sat for the exams and 60 pupils passed, which means no pupil failed the exam. That's why the 0 has been displayed here, because it's like 60 minus 60, which is 0. Okay, hit Ctrl S to save your work, and we can carry on with the last part of the question. What is the next part of the question saying? The next part of the question is saying that, which is question 6. It says that sort the data in cell range D3 to D8. Where is D3? D3 is here all the way to D8, which is there. We need to sort the data in cell range D3 to D8 in descending order, which means the number of pupils that are the highest, or the highest class with the number of pupils that sat for the exam, should be displayed on top, and the class which did the lowest number of pupils that sat for the exam should be displayed below. That will be descending order. So the biggest number should be displayed on top, and the smallest number should be displayed below. So the biggest number of this list is 75. As you can see, we want this 75 to be on top and the rest to follow until we reach to the least number, or the lowest number in this list. So in order for us to do that, all we have to do is let us just expand this so that you can see properly. When you are in the home tab here, we are already in the home tab. As you can see, at your far right, you'll be able to see in the editing section sort and filter. Click that option and go where it says largest to smallest. That will be descending order, not so. So just click there and just click where it says sort, and it will automatically sort for you. As you can see, 75 is the biggest number, that is why it is displayed on top, and 48 is the least number, and that is why it is displayed below. So that's what is happening here. Hit Ctrl S to save your work. Now that we have done all the sorting of our items, or the list of numbers here, let us go back to the questions. We are now on question 7. Question 7 says that insert the function in cell B9. Where is B9? Is it B9? B9 here. So in cell B9 here, we need to do what? Insert a function to calculate the totals for the number of pupils who passed. So we need to add the numbers of pupils who passed, and we find the total in this cell, which is B9. This is very easy. All we have to do is add all these cells all together and display the value in B9. So double click to enable the cursor or the insertion point and just hit the equal to sign to show Excel that we want to enter a formula, and just type sum because we are adding, so we need the sum function. And it has been said, clearly said in the question, that we need to insert a function, so we use the function called the sum. Double click it and just click and drag the range of values you want to add, and add the closing and final bracket and hit enter. So we have found the total number of pupils that passed. So the number of pupils that passed are 275. As you can see, the formula is very simple and useful. Let us go to question 8. What is question 8 saying? Question 8 is saying that change the font of the data in the cell range A3 to A8. So we are referring to the names of the grade A3 to A8. We need to change what? We need to change the font of the data to Algerian. So all we have to do is go here where it says font name and just type ALG for Algerian, and once you see the name has been displayed, the name of the font, just hit enter and the name of the font has been changed. What else? We have also been required to change the font size to 14. As you can see, it's currently on 11, so we need to change it to 14. So click there and go where it says 14, and as you can see, the font size has been changed to 14. Let us go back to the second question. Question 9 says that type your name, examination number and school center name in the header. In order for us to do that, we need to go here where it says page layout. Once you click there, you'll be able to see a section that will give you an option where you can change or enter your details in the header. You can just drag this above there and you'll be able to see where it says add header. Let me just take it here so that you can see properly. Just click once and we can start to enter our details. So let me just type my name. If you want to clearly display your name and examination number and the school center name, just add the space and just type your examination number. Let us just add a couple of numbers as so. I had a space again. Let me just add numbers to represent a school center name. For you might write your name, you might type your name of your school, but as for me, I'm just going to add these 4 digits, and we are warm and dry. Just click anywhere in your cells and your details have been added in the header. In order to go back to your worksheet, just go where it says normal view, and the view has been changed to normal, and you can carry on with the following questions. This might be the appropriate time to save your work, so click on Ctrl S to save your work. Okay, we are done with that part of the question. Let us go back to question 10. As you can see, we have dealt with this, and we can now go to question 10. Question 10 reads as follows. Apply gray shading to the merged cells containing the header or the heading result analysis for grade 9. So these merged cells, as you can see here, this ginormous rectangle, we need to apply a gray shading. All we have to do is go where it says we can change it here in the fill color and just choose a gray shading here, and we can just let me just choose this gray shading here, and we have applied the gray shading to the merged cells. Okay, this is question 10. The last part of the question is question 11. What is question 11 saying? Question 11 says delete row 4. So as you can see, this is row 4. When we click it, this is grade 9D. We need to delete this row. All you have to do is right click and go where it says delete, and that way we have deleted row 9. As simple as that. All we are left to do now is go where it says show formulas and print the worksheet. Okay, all we have to do is go where it says show formulas. So as you can see in the formulas tab, click there and you see here in the auditing formula auditing group, you'll be able to see where it says show formulas, and that way all the cells that contain formulas will be able to display formulas instead of actual values. Let us go here where it says page layout, and we'll be able to see if our page or our worksheet is displayed correctly. And as you can see, I think it is displayed correctly. It has 2 pages. We need to make it just 1 page. So what we can do here is just shrink our content. As you can see, just double click here, and that will be able to automatically shrink. Double click like so, and as you can see, the dotted line is here, so meaning that this is 1 page, and at the other side or the right hand side, this is the other page, which means this when we print our document, it's going to have 2 pages. We only are required to print 1 page. So let us just shrink the cells like so. Click and drag, because we only want 1 page. Let us just shrink our cells, and let's see what we can achieve from there. And yeah, we'll call it a day like so. Let us go back to our page layout and see if we have only 1 page. Okay, we have 2 pages. We can shrink it from here so that we can see it properly. We can shrink it like so, and we'll see where we can go from there. Can also shrink here. Can shrink D. Can shrink it like so, and hopefully to jump to the first page. And as you can see, we are now left with 1 page. So this is what we are trying to achieve here. We only want to have 1 page, and we'll call it a day. I think this is enough. This is enough. We can call it a day from here. Let me just drag it one last time. Okay, we can go back to the normal view, and our worksheet has been created. All we can do now is go here in the file tab and go where it says print. Where it says print. And at the print preview, we'll be able to display how our document will look like on the actual pen paper when we print it. Let us just give it a moment. And as you can see, this is how our document will look like when we print it. All you can do now is hit the print command after you have made sure that everything that has been required in the question paper has been done. All you have to do is click where it says print, and your worksheet shall be printed.